It's a beautiful race day here at Daytona. We are going to recreate, here we have the 1987 Cup Series cars here on iRacing at Daytona. Going to recreate the 1987 Busch Clash. 10 cars were in that event back then. It's a 50-mile, 20-lap race. We're using the 2008 Daytona format here. No qualifying. It's going to be a random start. Obviously, we cannot recreate the grid on iRacing's capabilities. So here today, Darrell Waltrip will be on the pole in car number 17, and outside of him will be the 3 of Dale Earnhardt. Row 2 will go to the 15 of Ricky Rudd. In fourth will be the 5 of Jeff Bodine. Fifth will be Alan Kawicki there in car number 7. Outside of him, the 11 of Terry Labonte. Benny Parsons will be 7th. Harry Gant will be 8th in the school band at 33. Ninth will be the Hardee's 29 of Cale Yarborough, and rounding out the field will be the Coors number 9 of Bill Elliott. As we wait for the field to go here, pace cars are rolling here for the 1987 Busch Clash. Ten cars, 20 laps the distance. Here on Cody G TV. The field makes it through turn 2. Down the long Daytona backstretch. This time out of turn 4, we will hit the gas and start to roar, and the field will take the green flag here to start the 1987 season at Daytona. A pair of Chevys make up the front row. A Ford and another Chevy make row 2. There's 2 Fords in the field. It'll be Alan Kawicki in 5th, and 10th will be a Ford Thunderbird of Bill Elliott. As the field hits turn 4 here, the pace car will soon pull off. This time by 20 laps the distance. 1987 Busch Clash here at Daytona. About to go green.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. Waltrip and Earnhardt lead us to the green here. Waltrip out to the early lead. Dale Earnhardt going to get a Surgeons going on the outside. Waltrip on the inside. Earnhardt with a shove from the 5 of Jeff Bodine. The outside line is going to get the momentum. As Earnhardt's going to be your early race leader. Earnhardt out to the lead ahead of Jeff Bodine. Terry Labonte going to settle into 3rd. 4th will be Harry Gant, and Darrell Waltrip will round out your top 5. Here comes Bill Elliott, though, on the outside. He's looking to move up to the 5th spot, and he does it at the line. Earnhardt leads. Still over Jeff Bodine, Terry Labonte, Harry Gant, Bill Elliott, your top 5. As Yarborough back here is going to get by. Darrell Waltrip has fallen back quick in the car number 17. Kawicki rounds out your last place position, the car number 7. Single file now throughout the field as Earnhardt continues to lead here. Two laps already in the books. Earnhardt over Jeff Bodine, Terry Labonte in 3rd. Single file around the bottom here at Daytona. The 11 there, Terry Labonte going to look to the inside of Jeff Bodine here as the field hits turn 3. Earnhardt's still going to lead him. Harry Gant in the 33 on the outside. Bill Elliott behind him. Labonte gets squirrely there. Bill Elliott going to move up into the 4th spot, and he's going to bring Ricky Rudd with him. Ricky Rudd now up into the 5th spot. Earnhardt continues to lead over Bodine. Harry Gant settles up into 3rd with Bill Elliott from last to 4th here in 4 laps. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville might have some noise to make here as Earnhardt pulling out to a 0.3 second lead here. Excuse me. Darrell Waltrip now is going to get by Kulwicki. Handling has not been key on that number 17 machine as Benny Parsons now has settled to the tail. I'm not sure what quite happened with him. As we go back live here to Earnhardt as Jeff Bodine's under attack from Harry Gant. Gant not going to be able to get by him. Bill Elliott going to try the outside 2. Moving and shaking here at Daytona. Harry Gant takes over the 2nd spot now from Bodine. Elliott around the outside too. He's looking to get by the 33 of Harry Gant. Here comes the 11th of Terry Labonte, looking to make some noise here. Earnhardt continues to lead now. That lead pulling out to almost half a second over the Levi Garrett machine, number 5 of Jeff Bodine. Bill Elliott up to 3rd now. 4th, Terry Labonte, still there in car number 11. 5th, Ricky Rudd. 5th, Harry Gant, excuse me. 6th, Ricky Rudd. 7th, Darrell Waltrip. Kulwicki up to 8th. Yarborough, 9th. Benny Parsons rounds out the top 10. So Waltrip now is trying to make a late race resurgence. Harry Gant's kind of started to fall back, and Darrell Waltrip now up to 7th. Bill Elliott in 3rd there. Fastest lap so far for Bill was lap 2. Starting to slow down a little bit as he's going to get by Jeff Bodine down the backstretch out of turn 2 to take over that 2nd spot. Terry Labonte also going to get by Jeff Bodine as the bottom line continues to dominate here at Daytona. Handling has been a factor. We've seen the cars here kind of bobbing and weaving, getting a little bit loosey-goosey, squirrely throughout the corners here. So Earnhardt continues to lead by half a second over Bill Elliott here at Daytona. So field heads into turn 1, 7 laps complete. So nearing that halfway point already. Been caution-free so far. Darrell Waltrip back here in 7th. He's going to get by the 33 of Harry Gant. Gant going to tuck in behind him. Comes Kulwicki now to the inside of the 15 of Ricky Rudd. That race is for the 5th position. Darrell Waltrip and Kulwicki still battle now for 6th. Seeing the flames there out of the 17. Guys are on and off the throttle throughout the turns, trying to maintain handling of these race cars. Earnhardt continues to lead half a second to Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott has a 0.3 of a second advantage over 3rd place Terry Labonte here. The Levi Garrett machine, number 5, piloted by Jeff Bodine, and he's going to sit in 4th. Ricky Rudd still rounds out your top 5. So Bill Elliott's knocked about a 10th and looking to gain more off that Wrangler number 3 machine of Dale Earnhardt. Bill Elliott setting his sights on the number 3 machine. Earnhardt lost about over a tenth that lap. He had a half a second lead. Elliott's cut it down to about 3, call it 4/10 now at this time. Not much moving and shaking throughout the field. Take a look at Benny Parsons, who's kind of lost the draft pretty much. He is about 8/10 of a second back from Cale Yarborough. Excuse me, 1.3 seconds back, and losing almost a second and a half now away from Yarborough. So Yarborough is 9th. He is pretty much your last car there in the lead pack. He'll be 9th. 8th will still be the School Bandit 33 machine of Harry Gant. Kowicki sits 7th in car number 7. Waltrip 6th in the number 17 machine. Ricky Rudd 5th in the car number 15 sits P5. Take a look back at your leaders here. Bill Elliott still about 3/10 to 4/10 off of Dale Earnhardt, so no advantage to Bill Elliott here as we are now over halfway completed. It's still Dale Earnhardt out front in the Wrangler Chevy leading the 1987 Busch Clash here at Daytona. Let's go on board here with Bill Elliott. Watch him as he tries to get by or catch a run on the 3 of Earnhardt here. And unlike Fox, we do not blur out the dashes. Elliott now about 2/10 off of Earnhardt. As you see the work in the wheel here through the bumpy and rough old Daytona. Earnhardt leads us at lap 12. 8 laps to go here at Daytona. So we'll look on board with Dale Earnhardt. Now on board with Terry Labonte watching the top 2. Hands are slow and steady, and the cars are nice and steady down the back stretch. Hit the turn, you hear the off throttle time trying to get that car set in there. Watching the 11 of Terry Labonte work the wheel, feather the throttle, trying to keep that car hooked in the air pocket of Bill Elliott. Elliott now up to about a 2/10 of a second disadvantage to Earnhardt. Earnhardt's lead is shrinking. I wouldn't be surprised if Bill Elliott can try to make a move. Elliott has been the one car that could kind of pass on the outside. That's how he got up to second. No changes still throughout the field. Been a single file machine. 1 through 9 fairly grouped together. Back out by himself, way out of contention, the 35 of Benny Parsons. So we'll go back and watch your race is getting closer now, about a 10th and a half off the lead. Bill Elliott sits in second there, trying to catch the 3 machine of Dale Earnhardt. Earnhardt leads another lap. Next time at the line, we'll have 5 laps to go. 6 laps remain here in the 1987 Busch Clash at Daytona for Dale Earnhardt, the future 7-time champion. Yes, we can read the future. Earnhardt into 3. There comes Elliott now, down within the 1/10 of a second disadvantage. So Elliott in car number 9, the Coors car, catching the Wrangler number 3. Ford versus Chevy here as they come to the line. Hand in the air, 5 fingers, 5 laps to go for Dale Earnhardt, looking to start off the 1987 season on a high note here as he's looking to beat Bill Elliott and the field here at the Busch Clash. Earnhardt now back out to a 2/10 of a second lead. Take a look back in the field. Darrell Waltrip there, 5th, all kind of by himself. As Bodine looking to put a move here soon on Terry Labonte. Bodine in the 4th spot, looking to take the final podium spot away from Terry Labonte. Bodine there in 4th. Going to try to get a run here into turn 1 to get by the 11 Budweiser car of Terry Labonte. Levi Garrett machine started up front. He's been in the top 5 most of, if not all of this race. Separated by a 10th. Kulwicki gets by Harry Gant there on the outside. Kulwicki trying to get a run on the outside. Kulwicki's going to clear the 33 of Harry Gant to take over the 7th spot. So we'll go back and look at the leaders here. Bill Elliott with 3 to go, still trying to roll down the number 3 of Dale Earnhardt. Earnhardt continues to lead at Daytona as the field goes into turn 1 and turn 2 here. 0.2 of a second lead has been about the norm here for Earnhardt. Elliott was behind him by about half a second at one point, reeled him into about a 10th or 2 at best, but once he hits that mark, Elliott kind of stalls out, Earnhardt able to pull back away. As the field comes now out of turn 4 through the tri-oval, Earnhardt going to see 2 flags in the air, 2 laps to go for the Wrangler Chevy number 3 of Dale Earnhardt. No changes throughout the field. Earnhardt still leads over Elliott. Terry Labonte sits 3rd. Jeff Bodine sits 4th in the car number 5. Darrell Waltrip rounds out your 5th position in car number 17. Ricky Rudd behind him, followed by Alan Kulwicki in 7th in car number 7. 8 will go to the 33 of Harry Gant. 9th to the 29 of Cale Yarborough. Way off the pace back there, and even farther, 11 seconds off the lead, Benny Parsons out there in the Folgers 35, rounding out the field in 10th. As the field comes to the start-finish line, Parsons is entering turn 4. As we get the white flag here, here's your race for the lead. Earnhardt and Elliott. 0.2 of a second between the two. Earnhardt leads the field into turn 1. Elliott close in tow for second. Out of 2, down the backstretch. Earnhardt, Elliott, Labonte, Bodine, Waltrip, your top 5. As Harry Gant's going to get around Ricky Rudd. It shows for 7th. Ricky Rudd going to pass him back. Going to be a race to the line for 7th. We'll keep an eye here on your race leaders. Out of turn 4 into the tri-oval to pick up the 1987 Busch Clash to start the season. It's going to be the Chevrolet, powered by Dale Earnhardt, the Wrangler machine, picking up the win over Bill Elliott. Terry Labonte will be 3rd in car number 11, 4th to Jeff Bodine, 5th to the 17 Tidemobile of Darrell Waltrip, 6th the 7 car of Alan Kulwicki, 7th will be the 15 of Ricky Rudd. Harry Gant in the school number 33 will be P8. 9 to car 29 at Cale Yarborough. 10th, the Folgers 35 of Benny Parsons. So Dale Earnhardt starts the season off with a W. Check in the win column as he's going to pick up the inaugural 1987, or the inaugural for this channel per se, 1987 Busch Clash here at Daytona. So Dale Earnhardt again picks up the win over Bill Elliott in the 20-lap shootout. So that'll do it for me here today. Going to sign off. Appreciate y'all for watching. This has been the recreation of the 1987 Busch Clash here on iRacing, brought to you by Cody G TV.